Thank you so much. I think it's much better now. Yes. Not everybody is able to put up, a multi-dimensional facility like we have here. But when we go to the communities, one may have a good coffee farm, another one has chicken, another one has a few cows there, another one is dealing in a different product. So when we bring our tourists, they are able to visit the community, visit the coffee farm, after the coffee farm, visit the fish pond, after that, visit who, then go to bed for lunch, then go to night for the entertainment day. Isn't it? That is the way we promote the communities using agro-tourism. And it is an opportunity that we would like all of you to take advantage of, because you may not have everything on your farm. You may not have all the land to do everything. Be an expert at one thing, let your neighbor be an expert at the other, then collectively we can sell the product that you have. Of course, the other advantage is that it is easy, much easier to start an agritourism farm than many of these other businesses that we know in town. The starting station may not be that easy. Starting supermarket may not be that easy. But if I'm to put up, a few chicken here and there, I may be able to start. So what I'm trying to say is that the entry process is slightly easier than many of these other businesses that we talk about. I want now to move into the issues. What are the challenges? What should we overcome if we develop agro-tourism and make it one of those outstanding tourism activities that we all go for? The first one, and I'm sure many more will be talking about it, is packaging. What does the package look like? I think one time I was talking about, we need to see something. What are you showing? We need to eat something. You need to sell us something. I want to come to an agro-tourism facility, and there's something to show me. You're able to take me around the story of agro practices. But at the end of it all, which will take me about 3 hours or 4, you need to sit down and have a good meal. Not a very traditional one, so that I have a hefty, a super meal that I'm looking for. You get it? And at the end of it all, I may say, well, that turkey was nice. And I take 2 kilos to many people at home. The goat was good. Can you pack me something? You showed me tea. Can you give me a tea bag to take home? The coffee, you have some good Arabica that I can take home. Or if it is these plants, I want to go and also plant some mangoes or guavas or whatever. You should be able to offer all these things. I should be able to see. I should be able to enjoy myself. There should be an element of entertainment. And I should be able to buy something to take home. How many of your farms have that? How many can deliver that package? Many of you, you say, "Brother, seed." Tulinawo broiler komibili, tulinawo layers waste, tuziwa emmere, tuziwa growers, tuziwa and the triple eggs. Perhaps we're also in having a nice fried egg, chicken drumstick, seeing where this chicken come from, how they have impacted the society I'm dealing with, the community, how these young children have gone to school as a result of working at this farm. The story gets better. The time spent there is longer, but I even spend more money. In order for me to spend more time, it will result in me spending more money. But also the opportunities have to be there. Because many people come with their money and they fail to spend it. Okay, you will have the entry fees of 2,000 shillings or 5,000 shillings, but after that, what do we do? After that, how does he spend more money? What opportunities are we put there so that the person is able to buy more of these things? It's a general problem. And I want you to reflect in your own farms how it is. Do you have anything packaged very well to sell? But if I'm to travel, sincerely, if I'm to travel up to Haiti, if I'm to travel up to Paris, it will be very difficult for me to go back to Kampala, isn't it? What about accommodation? Can I stay at the farm? And when I stay at the farm and I'm coming from Kampala or I'm in Zugoto West, I would like to see some sense of modernity. You know how Wazungu don't like literaturies, they fear they may fall asleep. Yes. So put some guest house aside. Of course, when the resources are out. If you've grown to some level, put some guest house aside. Have 2-3 rooms that are tourist ready. You will sell them for that purpose. One time we moved to a farm in Bushe. This gentleman really has a lot of tea, he has a lot of goats, he has a lot of everything. But you can't sleep there. You can't. So in the evening we had to drive away at 7:30. But we would have been willing to sleep at that place. If we go to what happens? And also you get it. So those opportunities have to be created. Accommodation, that is very important. Product testing. I would love to test that product that you produce there. And that is part of the eating. The other bit that we need to work on is training or capacity building. Many of you are primarily agriculturists. But now we are calling on you and telling you tourism is also possible. You can add on tourism to this business. But you have little knowledge about tour guiding. What does the tourist want to see? And how do you package it for him or her in an easy way? Many of you, I will bring to the farm, I will show you. These are the cassava parts, this is the fish. What? And afterwards I look at it and say, now you can do. How do I tell the story? How do I package that story? And that is where we can work together in the training purposes, so that you are able to become more efficient tour guides. You are able to respond to what the tourist is looking for. The tourist is looking for knowledge. He wants to know more. He wants to know the impact. He wants to know how you are affecting the society, the community around. He wants to know how you are conserving, especially the Muslim tourists. But also these fellows who are coming from Kampala, parents who are coming from Aga Khan and the rest. They want to know these things. So you need to build that capacity and knowledge to be able to serve the tourists very well. It's not just about knowing how to plant beans, how to, look after the chicken, but how do I respond to the tourists. It's beyond the product knowledge that you're having. The other important thing is marketing. Marketing, you've heard the story that if you want a beautiful girl, you wink at her in the dark, how will she know? How will she know that you have something to see? You get it? So, how are you marketing? How are you getting everybody to know that you're there? I've never met her. But I really see these TikTok things. And I'm able to say, yes, there is something I need to ask. You get it? So I want you to all reflect. How many of you have TikTok accounts? TikTok accounts? Any? Because you have how few hands you have up there. So you're basically winking at this girl in the dark. They don't know you. Whether you have good apples, whether you have good oranges, bananas or so on and so forth, no one knows you. And that is why they don't have. Of course, later on, we'll be talking about even how you do it better. Because it's not just about opening up a TikTok account. The way you package the information, the quality of the video, the size of the video, and so on and so forth. All those matter. But let's begin with the fact that you're not marketing. If you're not in any of those marketing channels, you're not there. There is a one which you are now all doing. It's time for these expositions. Where else would we have met? Wouldn't have met, isn't it? It's very difficult for me to come to each and every farm to say, hey, generally. But when you come to these kind of expositions, you go to Marshall Ground, I think there is a Harvest Expo somewhere. So you go for those. That way you get to know. That way you build a network. That way you market yourselves. You have to go out and market it. Because if you don't, ultimately you want to sell. You cannot sell if people don't know you. I began by telling you the different market segments. Because even in marketing, you need to segment and say, who are my customers? And I told you schools are a very good customer base. Because one, they are supposed to go for this practical training. So offer that opportunity for them to come and do this practical training at your farm. Where it costs, you will pay. You get it? The youth who would like to start similar things also, even ask the old ones. Okay? But how do I learn? Internet. And someone will suggest, go to the church. You can even say at church that, please, this week come we have a Misomo at my farm. I saw now doing that, and the wife, and so many people wait to learn about that. So the church is also a good way of reaching out to the community and marketing your product. Those who want the Mzungu, we have the two operators because they are struggling to get the Mzungu from out there. And now you need to tell them that when you take the Mzungu to Yellow Rocks, when you take them to Kapir, Mukombo, I'm also somewhere there. Come and visit. We have some people from Kapir. But when you go to CP, Chebet and the rest, come, I'm also there. Reach out to the tour operators. And we are now creating that opportunity now that we are all working together to link you to these tour operators so that they know you have an extra package for selling. But of course, when you're talking about tour operators, it's very important that the package you have is good enough, is of good quality. When you're reaching out to a particular market, the Mzungu, should we say, I need Toronto? Their standards are a bit high, so you need to make sure that you have the right product for them. They may not appreciate a few lapses here and there. You need to develop the product to that level. But even before you reach out to that Mzungu, the market, the local market is big enough for all of you to participate. So that is another important area that you need to look out. I did talk about digital access. We talked about the TikTok, the YouTube channel. These days there are also WhatsApp channels. There are so many things you can do in the digital space. We used to talk about having a website. Although websites these days are also going a bit old. Yes, but it's important to have a website so that you are discoverable. Everybody is on phone, even if you look around now. It won't take you 5 minutes or 10 minutes before you check your phone. Say what are people saying. That is where people see their information. So if you are not digital, they are not looking into the newspapers. If you advertise in the newspapers, it's likely they will not read it. But if you promote it on TikTok, promote it on Facebook, promote it online, you're likely to be seen. You're likely to be seen. There was a famous guy here who ran a campaign purely on TikTok.
It's okay.
You had this man of Zara as his dog. He really got very famous. Not because he was known earlier, but because he ran a very successful online campaign. Very successful online campaign. That's how he reached out to everybody. Though he lost, everybody knew he lost abroad. Everybody. Maybe those people of Kampala were not enough, but we all knew this Labra. So digital access, don't forget about that. I need to talk about accessibility as well as something that we need to do. And when we talk about digital access, again, with the association, we'll try to work out ways of improving on this, on providing more capacity in you to improve on your digital access. There are some who are good at it, but those who are not so good, maybe we can provide some technical support. Accessibility is another very important thing. How do I get to your place? Some of your places are very difficult to get to. You have to jump some anthill, then while somewhere. Getting to the place is very difficult. They can't even get there. Why don't you invest in access? Even if it means investing in access so that a border can get there. Some places are so bad, even a border can't get there. Yes. You need to invest in accessibility. Without accessibility, again, your place cannot be seen. Or it is very difficult for people to get to your place. If you have greater capacity, work on the road. Because many of these are rural farms, so I don't expect like Madame Gudie's place that you come on the nice road and forgive. No. Many of them are, some lousy road. But with the community, you can work together and improve on that road. The other bit is cleanliness. Have you ever heard of that word? Cleanliness is godliness. Cleanliness is godliness. Please, do not take me to a cow shed and I'm just jumping around. You can go to a clean place. Even piggeries these days, you can go to a piggery and the place is not smelly. It is possible. But some of you are not investing in these small attributes that would entice a visitor to come to you. In Netherlands, there is a product. I don't know when it will reach here, where you go and cuddle the cow. You just go and sleep with the cow there. It is a product, and people, 50 euros for an hour. Not even a whole day, an hour. Yes. Hey. 50 euros in Paris, Sidabi, and 80,000 around there. Yes. To go and cuddle the cow. And so which cow do you cuddle with? But you cuddle your cows. Would you massage your cow? So, but the whole idea is about cleanliness. Many of our farm areas are not that clean, and you need to work on that, because that is what attracts the tourist. Maybe from agricultural practices, but I think even in agricultural practices, the place has to be clean. Yes, otherwise biosafety and all these kind of things will become a problem. So cleanliness is godliness. Some gentleman called Wesley said that, and it's sad. Cleanliness is godliness. Share experiences. Share experiences, and I'm sure this is a good opportunity for us to share experiences. What is happening at your farm? What is happening at your farm? How can I pick good practices from your farm? How can I reject bad practices that are at my farm? It comes through sharing experiences that will promote more of these engagements so that experiences are shared, and you're able to work together. We talked about mapping because we don't know where everybody is. And again, we work with the association to make sure that we know fairly where most of you are. We know fair at which level you are. Maybe we'll introduce a classification system. Say this is farm A, farm B, C. So that when we have the visitors who want to go to farm class A, we send them there. Class B, we send them there. Or if you want to improve your farm from class C to class A, you know what to add on. You get it? So that classification system, we're going to work with the association to make sure we have a very clear system. It's as clear. And of course, the last point I would add is organization. It's good enough there is an association that enjoins all of us. It's very important that you come to this association. As a ministry, as government, it's very difficult to deal with each and every person. But when you come as one, then we are able to address problems. You are able to have a voice to say, how we are here, we need a bit of that budget. But if you come as one, it will be very difficult to access that budget. But if you come as a group, yes, you have a voice. You're able to agitate for that budget. So I do encourage all of you to be members of the association so that we have a common voice. We can go to government and demand for service and demand for support. That is extremely important. I want to end here, and I hope I've been able to share a bit of that knowledge. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vivian. Yazi, Commissioner, really appreciate the insights you shared with us. We need to know who our customers are. The students we have today, the young ones especially, they think milk comes from the supermarket. Where does milk come from? Supermarket. They don't know about cows. So we need to educate them. And also for the team here from TESO. Apple tooth. Apple? Yes. We need to develop, and we are sharing the information. Thank you so much for that opportunity. Thank you so much for that knowledge. We need to integrate tourism with value chains. What may be new to us, even picking a mango from a mango tree, just getting that mango and removing it, it's an experience. Somebody who has never seen a mango tree. Someone who always drinks coffee and doesn't know where coffee comes from, who has never seen the plant. So let us utilize the opportunity. And I appreciate so much the opportunity of giving us of digital access. Many people have WhatsApp, they have the smartphones, but we're not utilizing them properly. We appreciate that the ministry is also considering training of digital access. And if we are organized, that was the key word. If we are organized into the association, we'll be the first ones even to be able to attain this. So thank you so much. We appreciate so much. I think we shall go into our next presentation due to time. I know there are questions, but we can keep them. Next, we have Mr. Francis Isirinya. He's the Chief Executive Officer of Uganda Agribusiness Alliance. You can see all the groups which are there, associations, alliances, ready to take this to the next level. So he's going to talk to us about driving the growth of Uganda's agritourism industry through public-private partnership. You're very welcome. Thanks. Alison?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The chairperson, chairman of Gudie Leisure Farm, Professor Sir, the MD, another professor, the commissioner, Vivian. I didn't know that you are that much already thinking about it, but I think the mood is already set. The executive director, the Agritourism Association, my brother, Charity Namuoza. I'm glad to see you, the executive of the organic movement in Uganda. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope I've been able to recognize all of you, but especially may I recognize the colleagues from TISO. Here I go. Ah, great. I love that. Now, I've been requested to talk about today how PPPs can drive growth in the agro-tourism sector. So much has been talked about. I prepared a very beautiful presentation recently with very nice photographs. But I'm not going to go into all of those because most of that information has been shared already. But I'll just scroll down so you kind of appreciate the kind of. So one thing maybe I thought I would talk about is maybe we've not had anybody describing or defining what tourism is, and people say that tourism is traveling out of one's normal environment for pleasure, business, or other purpose, but the period not exceeding a year. So every time you're doing that, you're actually touring. So many sorts of tourism that we know of: medical tourism, nature travel tourism, business, and all those sorts of stuff. So all of those tourism. And move down. Move down. So, a lot of colleagues have already shared a bit of history, and for Uganda, we know very well that agritourism actually developed out of people's need these what we call demonstration farms to understand and to learn what is going on there. And I think there were people, the first people who are involved in this, very many, but I think most of us know about what is called St. Jude's family business for a lady called Josephine Chisa in Masaka. Now this is one of the companies that began the work of people and teaching people agriculture on farms, and that is one of the earliest experiences for agritourism in Uganda. I think they planted a very good seed, and where we are seeing this developing so much. So today, there are a number of well-developed companies that are working in agro-tourism, and they're doing a lot of work even integrating with the traditional tourism, so that people who are experiencing what goes on at the farm also get integrated into the traditional tourism packages. There's one farm that I thought I would share a bit with you, and that's the Clark Farm in Chenjejo. It's one of those large agro-tourism companies. That doesn't mean that every company, just like the CEO of the agro-tourism association mentioned, whether the farm is small it can also do agritourism. But why I'm sharing this is for us to actually appreciate what we can actually achieve and beyond this. So this is a farm that is 1,500 acres, almost 2 square miles in Chenjojo. And its biggest focus is on Robusta coffee, but also has other crops such as eucalyptus, macadamia, Irish potatoes, maize, mangoes, and oranges. Now, they, from their port, residential port, they have processed over or harvested 305 tons of coffee. That is in 2025, of which 251 were processed. This was higher than what they got in 2024, which was 182 tons. In terms of workforce, they have 428 workers, and 52% of those are women. So you can see how large this farm is, primarily focusing on coffee, but has also integrated agritourism. So they take advantage of their facilities to pass on knowledge and training for people who are interested in continuing in doing agribusiness at their farm. They have integrated a few things there, like people who come and experience what they have in their farm, like for instance, topographical views. You have woodlands, hills, there are forest walks, there are rivers. So those are things that they have integrated in their work. They also have activities like mountaineering, biking, walking and jogging and moving on jeeps and things like that. But also give experiences for various visitors in terms of showing them what we call farm to fork. For instance, they are able to prepare fresh beverages from their farm for the visitors. And the visitors themselves can prepare, like the coffee itself, and then actually share. The commissioner talked about facilities like having people stay. So they also have lodging facilities. So I want to share with you this example just to show you where you can actually get and be. If you are doing 281 tons, you export that amount of coffee, and then you add on people who come and pay you for seeing, for being trained, for you're going to get lots and lots of money. Anyway, who wouldn't be rich if you employ 500 people? Then you can see the kind of business that you can actually try. So there's so many opportunities in the agro-tourism sector which have already been talked about. I won't go into them again. There are many business opportunities like experience activities such as planting, harvesting, weeding, milking, many more. Preparation of fresh beverages, meals straight from out of the product farms, demonstrate the farm to concept, nature walks, and so on and so forth, lodging, and integrating other major tourism activities. All of those are there. The market potential, the Commission has talked about it, I won't repeat it. And let me just focus on this slide a short time, and that is what would make your agritourism and roll key success factors. Sorry, I'll skip the number of slides because we already talked about them. Okay? Yes. Now, the key success factors, ladies and gentlemen, I just need to emphasize what the Commissioner and other speakers have actually talked about. If you want to get involved in this kind of business, make sure that you have very good farming system at your farm. This is what is going to bring people at the farm. This is what is going to give confidence to the people who come to the farm, buy your product, eat it, and then pay you money. You should also have quality infrastructure. Okay? So in terms of, for instance, the facilities that you are working with, they should be quality. The Commission has talked about cleanliness. Let us have our facilities accessible, clean, and so on and so forth. That will make you a very successful agribusiness, agritourism company. Let's also talk about strong branding and marketing, ladies and gentlemen. There are so many ways we can do it. I think the easiest way is over the digital platforms. Okay? Social media, Facebook, TikTok, and so many of those platforms are really very good for your marketing. So have very strong presence on these platforms, not in a riff-raff way, not in a riff-raff way, no. It must be nice, well packaged in way, so that when people get they are wow and they come to see. Also, include some professionalism on your farm, most especially on customer care. Tourists is coming to experiences, but being roughly treated is not one of the experiences they are looking out for. So don't say, let's give them experiences. Because for me, I'm used to handling my people here like this. I've also handled no. People are looking for the good experiences, and you ought to get that track and execute it very well. It's also critical for you to partner, operate in partnerships. The easiest partnership that we have talked about already is going part of networks, especially networks where you are doing similar things. Associations are one of those things that you have, where you can actually partner. So, having talked about those key success factors, there's a number of challenges, Mr. Commissioner, and members who are here, that those who are in the business have started experiencing all the experiences. So we need to talk about them, find a solution for them, so that those who are there can do better, but those who also are joining can actually join and find the thriving where they are able to thrive. One of the challenges is the issue of poor infrastructure, ladies and gentlemen. The poor infrastructure, because what has happened is that most of our farms are located in rural environments, and somehow the infrastructure there is not yet up to what we want it to be. The roads, the power, water, and several other facilities are not doing that well. So we need to actually take note of that, but find a way to how to deal with it. We do have issues of limited funding. So people, we are asking them to put quality infrastructure, but that infrastructure comes with money. So where do they find the money that they can use to finance that infrastructure? In addition to that, we do have skills gaps, ladies and gentlemen. You have made it, you have put it very clearly. My being a very good farmer, succeeding as a good farmer, does not make me a big guy, and a good guy, And my being a very good guy does not make me a successful or a knowledgeable farmer. So we really need to train, introduce skills that can help the people who are operating in these industries to actually succeed. There is also a regulatory complex there, Mr. Commissioner. Now, like for instance, if you're a tax person or you're an administrator of taxes, now how do you place this agritourism company? Is it agriculture? Is it tourism? Where is it? Okay? So how do you apply the tax law on this company? But besides, how does the investor, all the farmer, all the operator, the entrepreneur, what should he expect? How should they prepare themselves to comply with the regulatory requirements? So also the other challenge is low awareness, which is a big problem. he opened an old version of the. Can you open another script? So as opens, you open the one which begins with the 2-2. It's PDF. The one I have. Oh. Can you change for me? Yeah. Or I can paste this one. It's one that I have. Okay. Let me read. You move that. Let me read this. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me now discuss in a bit more detail about what the private and public sector can do to ensure that we have a thriving agro-tourism subsector. What should we do? What should be the role of government and development partners? And what should be the role of us, the private sector investors? Now, if you look at the kind of challenges that I've already mentioned, you can already see where we need the government and development partners actually hitting. For instance, the area of skilling is something that we should expect the government, the public sector, let me put it that way, the public sector get involved with. Because the argument has always been that these skills should be a public service, they should be a public good, which everybody enjoys. So it doesn't make a lot of sense for the investor to really be putting money in skilling people. After all, they don't have a monopoly over them. You can skill them, the moment they become very good, they can go to the next person, or they can start and compete with you. So the private sector is not so much attracted in skilling. So this skilling must be done by the public sector. I've talked about what sort of skills that we need, the tourism and extension service skills. These must be done at the public sector side. The next one is the promotion of the agro-tourism, marketing and branding. At least we should have an anchor program that is promoting, agro-tourism, and so that people know. We should have that. Just like you have the Explore Uganda, which is actually branding and marketing our natural attractions. Right? We should have another, something similar to Explore Uganda, but for agro-tourism. Infrastructure, the common roads that take us to various places where the farms are. This road must be done by government. The lake and regulatory matters, I've already talked about these particular issues, and there are things we are grappling with as investors in agriculture and tourism. One of the issues that is hot now is the issue of definition of child labor. Right? You all know that our kind of farms, a number of people provide services and labor there, including people who are technically young people or children. Now, some of the requirements of the people who come to visit the farms is that there should not be child labor, right? Yet the family feels that this is a contribution and also a paying opportunity for the people in the house. So we need government to take leadership in defining and promoting what we now call child work. You know, it's a big policy discussion that should actually happen, and it will help us move forward. The complexity that I talked about, how do we make sure that we can have a definition from a legal and a tax perspective and differentiate and show us how to treat agro-businesses, not to treat them as agriculture purely or tourism purely. So how do we have a hybrid that will help on the legal and regulatory side? So that is critical, and this is work that should be done by the private, by the public sector. I think, I don't know whether I got my information very well, but there are recent discussions that are happening very strongly within the Parliament and government circles on how to support and regulate foreign funding to NGOs and community-based organizations. Now, in the agro-tourism sector and the tourism sector, where we have a number of community-based organizations providing services and helping in developing these sectors because they are young, many of them depend on funding from international NGOs. That is one. But also from a skills perspective, skills and exposure perspective, also some technical inputs come from abroad. Now, if we make it so complicated for these CDOs to access these sorts of resources, financial, technical, and otherwise, how are we going to grow this industry very well? Mr. Executive Director, over to you on that. I don't know what your views are there, but we feel outside that that is something that we should discuss further, involve all parties, same table, we understand each other with the policy makers, and then we can do a very good regulation that can help us be able to address the current challenges which we are aware of as Ugandans. On patient capital development, investment in agriculture is not something that will pay you the next day. No. Neither in tourism we want to get the money the next day because it involves infrastructure investments. Now, where do we find the money that is patient enough to accommodate all that long period when you invest and when the money starts coming back? So the issue of patient capital is something that we think the public sector should take up. So we're happy with the resources such as for PD, the tourism funds and so on and so forth. We're happy about that. And also the agriculture sector, funds like SCA, all those help. But we need to have more of these resources. Next slide. So this is what we see that the public sector should actually get involved with or enhance its involvement so that we can have a better thriving tourism industry. Now, regarding the private sector, what should it be? The private sector is not, they should be the ones investing, and they are not shy around it. They really invest the moment they are able to see that the money will come. Okay? So the private sector should be doing the investments, including on farm infrastructure, on hospitality facilities, on eco platforms, on training centers, on processing units, and everything else that needs to be put on the farm to support the agro-tourism. The technical know-how also. It's the private sector bring out this know-how on running the business successfully, making the necessary networks and connections. Also on innovations and product development, we are able to do this at the farm level. We are able to package and market the very specific farm level products and innovations. But finally, it's the private sector to provide a world-class experience. The wowing people come see us. Okay? On the farm. We don't expect it from anybody else. It is us to do it. Please? Now, as I conclude, for us as Uganda Agribusiness Alliance, which is a network of stakeholders who are working very hard to ensure that agriculture becomes a profitable business for whoever is operating it. And we approach this from a perspective of a coordinated working style. We get very pleased to see that agro-tourism is now part and adds to the daily or to the products that we can get from agriculture. So the moment you now add in tourism, it means you are going to have a very high impact farm and you are going to have high returns. I've already mentioned one company already in children. They employ 450 people. If you had 20 of those, what would happen? I mean, the issue of unemployment will be dealt with conclusively. But we also, as I've said, we require that we are coordinated in terms of how we operate, in terms of how we deal with policy-related issues, and also in terms of how we do the private investment. We work so much in value chains as Uganda Agribusiness Alliance, and we believe when you do this, you have a successful investment in agritourism. We are committed, as before, supporting the development of the agricultural sector and now the agro-tourism sector. Thank you very much. My name is Francis Tisiri, I'm the Chief Executive. Thank you.
Greatly appreciated. Our usual man, Asante Sana. Thank you. Beautiful. Yes, as always, we are learning a lot. We are growing. Thank you for the definition of agritourism. Yes, it's very easy to take it for granted, but we realize that it is a form of tourism where people visit farms, where they learn about agriculture in the spaces of agriculture, not just to see, but to experience. They want to see how food is grown, how animals are raised, to taste this, to see how rural areas work. Because we have become urbanized, we can easily forget this. Thank you for leading us in this, and also for pushing for the hybrid of agritourism in agriculture, but also tourism, for it to come together, because each benefits from the other. It's not just agriculture alone, it's also not just tourism alone. We need to come together, have regulations, standardized regulations, so that we can handle the challenges in agritourism. Thank you so much once again, Mr. Francis Kirinya. We have an interesting break. Our very own Mr. Victor Fred has a song for us about agritourism. How can we be here the whole day without having fun? Without entertainment, without the total impact of what we are here to learn about. So, Mr. Fred, you're very welcome. Mr. DJ, I hope you have his track. This is a song on agritourism.
Thank you. I greet you all. Hope you are very fine. I'm Victor Lion. Let's shake our bones so that we don't get bored with service irrigating here. Mr. DJ, the song is called Agritourism, and it's all about the function of today. Hey. We need some sound.
It's an entertainment on Agritourism with Gudie Leisure Farm. Training nations to increase on their finances. We are family. Come and join the family. We are family. We transform knowledge into business. Come and join the business. We are family. We are family. Come and join the family. We are family. We transform knowledge into business. Come and join the business. You will never be taken as a winner when you have the past to receive the world. Come on, go in there. Come on, you are. Use the working position. Come and join us. We take you around people. It's a business. How much will the government business? Hey, I have a student to agritourism. Student is friends. I need to people around the world. Nutritions. Business. How big is funds around the world? Okay. Join this mission. Come on, and give us your okay, we are family. We are family. I'm enjoying the family. We are family. We are celebrating to business. How much more we come to business? Your business is beautiful. It's beautiful. Attract you, don't let me discount you. When you get fish, when you get fish, your fish must clean. I love you, I can't fit. But you know important, farm, breakfast me clean. It's not to teach you sweet and you are not coffee. And I will take a more to come and join us in that. And it's ready. Hello, missionaries. Come and join us in that. Who wants to join the greatest in agribusiness? You must join the agritourism and go. Okay, avete tugende. Sure. It's Gudie Leisure Farm. Yeah. Training nations to increase on their finances. And we have seen the dancers here. You know, when you pass the translate knowledge into business. Into business.
Translate knowledge into business. And today we are translating the knowledge of agritourism to business. Mr. Victor, thank you so much. That is Victor Fred, a very hot clap for him. Thank you so much for that. Yes, we have another person we want to introduce you to. The name is Rhoda. Rhoda Nakavinga is another powerful person who has translated knowledge into business. Rashad Nakavinga is going to show us the impact story. Is what we are saying on ground. Are we just talking things, or are things there happening? Rashad, you're very welcome.
Good afternoon to everyone. I'm Nakavinga Rashad from Rengo District, the CEO, Makodo Bella. I thank MD for this opportunity to join this agritourism day. Rashad Nakavinga. I am a youth agropreneur from Makondo Parish. I was trained here at Gale in 2021, and I was the best year of the year. About Rashad Nakavinga, Rashad Nakavinga, I'm a youth from Makondo Parish, the CEO of Rashad Nakavinga, the youth from Makondo Parish, and the CEO MISAIP. MISAIP means Makondo Integrated Sustainable Agricultural Bed. It is located in Rengo District. And my work, I do blend agribusiness in youth and youth empowerment and agritourism. In 2021, after intubation, I went back at our district. We are 6. We had a producer. I was a producer. We had a marketeer. We had a vendor. We had a transporter. We organized and we started this organization. We do poultry production and brooding, feed formulation, animal health and marketing, plus value addition. This helps us in skilling and supporting learning based on visits and demonstration. I think you can see agriculture, farming, potting, marketing. We do train up clubs. We make surveys in schools. You see there some gardening. This is rabbit urine jerrycans. We use it to make compost manure. I mobilized a group of 152 youth, and these can own their business by now in vending, production, and value addition. We also have 5 schools. We have 567 youth in agri clubs. We have a demonstration farm, and this farm is called the Macon Integrated Sustainable Agriculture Fair. We get visitors. You can come and visit us and enjoy. We do train learners. We go to schools and train agri clubs, and sometimes they order and come at a place at a little price, and then they have hands-on. We have products like a honey, you can see, bee honey, and you have other different products from honey. You can see them when you come at the farm. We got an opportunity from Gudie Leisure Farm. They gave us rabbits, and we serve them in our schools, in our club schools, and that business is running. They are happy. In collaboration, Gudie Leisure Farm and the Equity Masaka branch and this leadership strengthen agritourism and enterprise growth. Here, we got an opportunity at the district. We are the ones who are collecting data for the big game in our district. We also got the chance to work under narrow. We are the ones who are collecting data for coffee farms, and we are earning. We also got a chance from the district to give us, they gave us some poultry, some chicks, and we are growing them. I'm advising you, if you finish up here, you don't go back and sit. You start keto, and you will grow up. Though we are doing our implementation, we have challenges. In this, we have limitation, transport limitation, and limited market for maps. Maps, I mean medicinal and aromatic plants. We do grow medicinal and aromatic plants, and these plants are used. You can see there the oregano. They help to keep the body healthy and others. So if we get access, we want to buy a machine that we can make perfumes from these medicinal plants and other products. In need for value addition, we do add value addition, like in vending. We have people that roaster chicks at evening on the road and at the farm. We do and rabbit meat also, plus even other products. But we need machines, because we have one machine in the Gulf this week, and we need more machine. If we get an opportunity, better for us. In investment opportunities, we got a chance at the district. This is all because of Gudie Leisure Farm, because they linked us at the district. We got a chance to get irrigation. I think you can see it there. We got irrigation from the district as an offer at a little price, and it's a solar irrigation. If you come at our place, you can see how it works. For us, we don't wait for seasons. And you can see our beans are looking nice. But now you see the cocoa, you see the cabbages. For us, we don't wait for the seasons, and we do produce products daily. In conclusion, my journey shows agritourism can transform youth livelihood, education, and rural economics when supported by strong partners. I ask MD capacity building. In this, we lack capacity, and I think we will help us in that. Promotion of my agritourism farm. We need advertisement. We do need advertisement to link us like on radios, TVs, and these mobile clients. We help us to mobilize our farm, because by 2030 they want to be the leading agritourism center in Greater Masaka. In training, we also need training on standards. I've seen professors here, they have been training us in agritourism. If we get connections from them, I think we can invite them and help us to train more about agritourism at our fair. Thank you all. I'm Nakabinga Rashad from Rango District. You can contact us in that contact or Google us on sustainable agriculture at gmail.com. It's located in Rango Nakumako Village, Ringard. Thank you.
Presentation, Rashad. Can we give Rashad a very organized clap? Asante sana. Beautiful. You have shown us that this can be done. It is not just knowledge we have here. This can transform your lives. I think if we ask Rashad how much money she has in the bank account now, you won't think. That's the Rashad. How far you have traveled because of agritourism. Have you been to all of Uganda almost? Yes. People, this is serious. Have you had, I'm just asking off, I've not had a deep interaction with them. I'm asking off time. Have you had people outside countries come to visit you? Yes. People. What is there? The whole district. The whole district. Eh? So please keep your questions for Rashad. Keep her questions. She's going to answer them. But very quickly, I'd like to invite Carol. Carol is from Lisa. She's going to explain what she does. These are actors who are on ground making things happen. Let us learn from them.
A very good afternoon to everyone. My name is Carol Zawedi, co-director of Leisure Farms, Zero Way. I know if you have not seen it, your name has seen it somewhere. We eat till we drop. We are into agritourism, and I've been given this chance to market Leisure Farm. But let me just use this opportunity to encourage each of you. I know we have been into business now, coming into 8 years, but into agro-tourism, it is coming to 3 years. And I know we have been a problem in the market. Yes, that I know many people think that we came into agro-tourism when we really wanted to, but it's because of money. Me and money, we are like, so, this time always what we produce, market and everything. And every time we farmers think about value addition, we are thinking of having machines, we are thinking of having agri-processing plants, like very big things, yeah? But this is Carol from Zimbabwe with not much capital who was supposed to think of how to add value on what we are producing at the farm. So what did we choose? We chose to add value by fire. The only thing we do to add value on our things we grow at the farm is fire. We just cook. The hen you would have sold at 25 when it is alive. We are selling it 100 when it is in a pot. Already cooked 100,000, which is in a pot already cooked. You have added value, but only by fire. The other thing I want to tell you, you see the knowledge you have? The knowledge you have to plant, to harvest. Mama, that is money. That is money. You're already rich. You just don't want to harvest this money. Because people are paying to just do what you are going. By the time I make you pay, then you help me work. Yes, you say I want to involve in milking. It is okay. Herding and milking is $50. You come and herd go for me, my goats, you pay me. So, everything you know, everything you do, just know it is money. It is expensive. It is due to turn into money. Yes? Then as we are doing this, I know most of us don't have this much capital. Can we do simple? Can we do like simplicity? If you reach at my farm, the way I make a lot of noise all over, you may think it is over what? But when you reach the ground, you see like, that means I can also do this. Yes, it is because I want to communicate simplicity. You can still have your simple structures, simple production, and still be productive. Yes? Then, what I've come to understand with agritourism is a work with community. You see, if you are growing Sim, another person is growing brown nuts, another person is growing, you just don't know when each and everyone will need each other. Yes? Me, when I come to Sorority, I'll be like, okay, I need Sim, and also brown nuts, and also this. So when you don't know, everyone has gotten a client. Yes? Then also, last, let's involve the schools and children around us, because they are next us tomorrow. You wouldn't want to start something that won't last. Yes? So, with that, as a Leisure Farms, we have a product line, because from the word go, I told you we added value by fire, but through demand and some money we made, we managed to have a meat store or a shop for meat. And with this shop, we work with almost every farm around the country. We do have 9 halal meats at our meat store, that is turkey, guinea fowl, duck, rabbit, chicken, fish, catfish. So if you are a farmer in those categories, I think we are your big market. Yes? And also because you guys supported us, we are able to set up a very beautiful restaurant in Machinje where you can come and taste this food organically prepared. And yeah, you really have a taste of a meal. Alright, thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you so much for the invite. Appreciate this. Have a blessed day.
Thank you so much, Madam Parlo, for that insight. We have learned, ladies and gentlemen, knowledge is money. Someone else is dying for that knowledge and they'll pay you for it. So don't sit on it. You can learn from and get money out of this. That is what this is all about. And also we have highlighted very nicely that we need to work with the community. We're not in isolation. Today I have, tomorrow I don't. Tomorrow you have, today I don't. So let us work with the community, build the community. We also learned that some of these solutions, including infrastructure, can be worked on if we come together as a community. That is how we will help channel. So thank you so much for your insights. Please continue keeping your questions. We have another industry actor, Mr. Eno Mutaza. Okay, as Mr. Eno comes, we hear from him, maybe just hold it on a bit empty.
Dr. Nalima, you come. I think she can come here. I'm sorry not to disrupt someone's phone call. Yes, you're welcome. So one time someone told me about Emulinza. I was so excited, and this one Sunday I decided inviting, let's just go and look for this place. When someone asked me, did you book it? I said, great. I had it booked. Everybody enjoying themselves, was in groups enjoying themselves, and I was just there. But I remember I talked to her and said, I didn't book, but I want to enjoy the experience. She gave me treatment that quitted my lack of booking, but I was so happy that in Uganda we have a facility where you book beforehand. And this booking is not simple. I don't know, is it still 100,000 per person? And I think you have to come in groups. So I think that time it was like, is it 10 people? You come together in a group. So before she gets her visitors, she already knows they are coming because they have booked. And she prepares for them very, very well. Maybe that is one thing that we can pick. And you eat unlimited. Everything you have ever wanted to eat, there is no limitation. It's only the size of your tummy that limits. So thank you for supporting so many farmers to ensure they can sell their product. But also we learn a lot whenever we come to your place.
Thank you so much. If you have 10 people each paying 100,000 every time they come, and you have at least 3 groups every day, how much money is that? I'll give it. Yes, Mr. Eno.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Eno Brutaza. I have so many activities I do for tourism, and especially on community tourism activities concerning local communities. And what you have in the communities is agro-tourism products. For me, I'm a tour operator. When we are bringing tourists, we are taking them to visit farms. And I can see people from Bukedia, the activities you have, people from the other sites, Kumi, where in your communities, everyone has a story to tell. In tourism, we are selling stories. What is the story on your farm? What is the story on your family? And what is the story around the environment you have? And this is where now I come in. I have been a friend to Dr. Gudra as a family. We are all family friends who come from Barara. At my home, I also have an agro-tourism farm. And at the agro-tourism farm, when I did it, I extended the services to so many people who have farms. They are hoping from what I also did, and that is why Doctor's farm, Dr. Gudra, your farm, according to my titles as Agro-Tourism Association Membership Coordinator, I am going to use it for all the members to know that if you want to do an agro-tourism farm, you need to come to Gudie Leisure Farm. The other second activity that I do is promotion and marketing. You have heard from the big spray, you have heard from the presenters. They have a lot of knowledge, but how do we put it practically to the people's farms, your own farms in your own villages? All the people in you, from your villages, they are supposed to be tour guides on their own farms, and they get money and they host events. So so that you can realize and get an impact in this agro-tourism business we are talking about. Tourism is everybody's business. You don't need to have studied tourism as long as you can package and learn from others. We are going to have memberships ranging from corporate companies, individual people, associations, and all these. And I'm going to be visiting each and every one, but the demonstration farm in Kampala, in Uganda, it should be Gudie Leisure Farm, because you have the products and people can come and learn, and because even doctor, you're a professor, what you have taught us here is a university of understanding in terms of agriculture. And we need to use this technology of your TV such that it can reach the people, and they know before they reach here, they know what they are expecting to find. So my work is now to promote agro-tourism using the demonstration farms that exist, like others who are out there in the different communities. My support, that's where it will end. And my education, that's where it will end. So today, anyone who wants to ask me, I am free, I'm here up to the end. And me, I am also part of Gudie Leisure Farm. Even if I've not been around, but now I'm going to be around. That now there is something to sell, and we have to sell it from here. Mercy and the team from Gudie Leisure Farm, I'm going to be available for you and to see how we can promote and bring everyone here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Eno. Yes, we have an opportunity to grow, and community tourism activities are there. He asks a question, what is your story? You should have a story to tell. A story about your beginnings, humble beginnings, no matter how humble they are. A story about your family, a story about your environment, a story about your community. You have something to say and somebody is willing to listen to it. Thank you for that, and also thank you for reminding us that there are many organizations out there which are able to bring us together. As we prepare for Dr. Emma Naluima to come and present to us, Dr. Naluima is the founder and managing director of 1 Acre Unlimited Farm, so she's also going to tell us about this, but also to show us the playing game, how you play the game. How do you do it? What are the strategies? What are the best practices? So let us first listen to her, and then we shall then have more time to interact and ask the questions we spoke of earlier. Please keep your questions. A big clap and welcome to Dr. Emma Naluima.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to thank Dr. Gudie for having invited me. I normally do my presentations, I normally speak with the presentation, because when you hear and when you see, you take more. But unfortunately today, I'm not able. I nearly cancelled today because my flight was delayed and I only came in this morning. So, and I was like, should I send your message? Should I tell her? But then she has already given the program. And I'm like, okay, since now I'm supposed to speak in the afternoon, let me go. And I normally like coming on time so that I know and I refer to all the other people that have talked. So in the event I speak what other people have spoken, I'm very sorry. In the event, but I'm thinking whatever I'm going to give you will be still good enough. If you want, you can look me up on www.emmanalima.com. That's where most of my work is. Now, playing the game, strategies and best practices, knowledge and experience. You want me to share? Like I said, my farm is on 1 acre. First of all, who is Emma Naluima? Okay? Emma Naluima is between 4 a.m. But now we have grown old. But normally this is how I introduce myself. Between 4 a.m. and 7 a.m. I'm a farmer. Between 7 a.m. and 11 a.m. I'm a mother and a wife. And between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. I'm whatever I want me to be. An educator, a consultant, a vet by practice. And then between 6 p.m. and 4 a.m. I'm a mother and a wife. I got my time very, very well. So when she invited me, I could tell her, give me the program. Give me the program because I need to see what time am I going to give you. Now that I'm in the time like this, the educator or whatever, I'll give you all the time until 6 p.m. If you see me, I'll run like Cinderella. When it's 6 p.m. like this, I'll run away. In the evening, the program is still on. But I think it's at around 5, so it shall be good. Yeah. Now, I'm supposed to tell you things on innovative tactics that can be employed to successfully navigate the path of establishing and running an agritourism enterprise. And the best practice the industry or enterprise can adapt to increase their competitiveness and profitability. For us to be successful in anything, whether agritourism, whether religion, whether math, whether anything you want to be, any business you want to do, you have to be passionate, you have to be persistent, and you have to be patient. But since we are talking about market and want to be seen, we want to do other things. Market has another three things: quality, quantity, consistency. So we must make sure that we have these things, whether they're doing agritourism, whether they're doing what. I've met Dr. Gudie many years, about 15. We've known each other for about 15 in very many spheres. But if she wasn't consistent with what she's doing, she would have closed shop long time ago, right? She would have already closed shop. So consistency is very, very important. Now, you want, how many of us have farms? How many of us have farms? How many of us have farms? Oh. Farms, gardens, but many of us want to do agritourism, right? Yeah. So how many of us want to do agritourism? All of us. Yeah. Very good. Now, first of all, you have this dream, right? But you have to be vista ready. You have to be vista ready. Because you might have this garden or the farm, but when it's very beautiful, but if you are not vista ready, what do I mean by vista ready? The space, just imagine Dr. Gudie having invited us, and she didn't have a space. Where would we be sitting? You get what I'm saying? The space, the ambience. Let the people come and say, okay, all right. You get what I'm saying? That even when you are going to charge this amount of money, let someone understand why. If I said the place is what? Nice. You get what I'm saying? But some of us, we want to have money, we want to do all these things, and then you are not putting time to even host the people. You are not putting time to do it, a few things. So the space is very important. The ambience is very important. The beauty. There's a farmer, I won't say his name. He's very popular. He can, and people keep going to his farm. But in my brain, I'm like, I'll never go to this farm because it's dirty. He has a lot of knowledge. But really, the things are not nice. They're dirty, like showing you, When you see when the place is dirty, you just even see that the brain is a little bit. You start wondering which information this person will give us. You get what I'm saying? Because people come to learn. So what are they going to learn? That
You get what I'm saying? And you go, so let them come and they feel like, okay, this is it. Cleanliness. The toilets, are they clean? So one time, I go to a presentation like I'm here. And as I'm waiting, first of all, I was so bitter. I'm very, very time conscious. That's why I feel bad, but at least I've come in my time. Managers, I did come from morning, but actually, I'm in my time. Actually, I'm even ahead of the time I'm supposed to be speaking according to the program. So, I get there for the TV program, and this person, I'm like, okay, the program was supposed to start at 9. And then I get in, the presenters are not there. And I'm like, presenter not here? Okay, but then I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for the presenter, can I go to the toilet? Guess what? They told me, Dr. Notoy to get this over. And I had to cross the road to go to a petrol station. They took me to the petrol station so that I can use those toilets. Then I told them, okay, what if someone is really ready, like they can't hold? Huh? You're going to have to cross. You know 7:30 there? I think the program was at 8. So 7:30 there, you know, it's Monday, so people are going to school, this is jam. And I'm like, but we crossed the road, and they went to the petrol station toilet. Then I came back, the presenter also finally appeared, and then we went to the TV station. But I was already disgusted. So your farm or your small garden should be like when someone asks to go to a place of convenience. And in Africa here, although we don't understand properly the toilet, it should be the best place to go to. It should be clean. But many times we ask to go to the toilet and you know. Let the toilet be clean. Then you are visitor ready. You have seats. Can people come and sit in your compound? You have enough chairs. Are there sheds? You get it? Your farm may be very, very neat. And you have all this knowledge. But if you don't have this beginning thing, agritourism is going to tell us that now he says it's going to come, it's part of us. How is he going to come and be part of you? When you bring agritourism people, and this tourists, some of them are not Ugandans, they are from abroad, so they don't understand this business. Like, oh, but you want, you so, okay? Your toilets have to be really, really clean. And then, after you created your space, this is the space, this is it. There are people knowledgeable in the farm. It's one thing to have a farm and to love what you're doing, but are the people going to change to this farm as knowledgeable? Or to these stewards? Are they knowledgeable? You know, people just like making money. They can't take your money. But then, how did you, I even didn't understand. The person they gave me. So, and you, if you are the one taking the people around, are you knowledgeable? You could be the owner, but you are not knowledgeable. Dr. Good, our ICT. So if she's to take people around, I'm sure, but by the time now she has been here for over 15 years, now maybe she knows a lot about fish. But in the event, then you should hire someone who knows about that product you have, or that enterprise. Okay? It's not saying that because you are the owner, you should be the one to do everything. No. Unless you are knowledgeable, that is the only way. Because people are coming, agritourism means I'm coming to see. Yes, to see, that's okay. But to learn. So what am I learning? The challenge again we have this Dr. Kubu, who is very nice. So you learn a little bit, and then we have this social media, which is also nice. But at the same time, I look on TV when I'm watching all these things, and you really see someone giving, in school we used to call it katwa. You see someone seriously passing on wrong information. But you can't do anything on social media pages. You'll be there in Kamori, and you're like, hey, But sometimes, depending on the page I'm at, if I find that something is wrong, I'll actually say, I normally say, with all due respect, thank you very much, but this ABCD. So can you be knowledgeable about what you are telling us, about what you want people to know? Please be knowledgeable. Be knowledgeable. And better still, when you decide that now I want to do agritourism, can you pick a niche? There's so much. And you're not going to do everything. You could come here and say, I'm going to copy and paste. I love copying and pasting. But you know, when we're in school, some people used to copy and paste and even copy the name. They forget to write their name. And they write Dr. Good last name because I'm copying her. So, you can copy and paste a little, but after editing. Okay? So, edit. You are not going to do everything. If you come here and you see there are masses of people coming here, or masses of people going to Mulinza, I think it's Mulinza, right? Mulinza. You've seen masses and you're like, also we can do. You might not do it well. You don't know how she began. They told you a story. You need to know the social delivery, and that's why she's doing ABCD. Okay? So let's not copy and paste wrong things. If you must, do something, but have a niche. I'll give you an example. Before I went into farming, there are many animals. I'm a vet by profession. But of all the animals, I chose a pig. Okay? I chose so my cash cow at the farm is the pig. There are other things that come along. But the cash cow is the pig. Actually, my other name is Mama Pig. When I don't talk about a pig, I'll have chicken meat because it made me. Okay? I even paid tuition. My master's tuition, I was selling pigs. And I paid for my master's tuition. So, if I don't talk about it, I will have done it in less. But so you pick a niche. So I'm like, I'm going to concentrate on piggery. Then up to now people keep coming, but Dr. Nalima, you are big. And I'm like, no, I'm small. Why don't you expand? I'm like, no, I can't expand. This is where people get to know me. This is my niche. My niche is working smart, working small. Small is big. You get it? Because I can't be this big like Dr. Gudie. In this whole space, first of all, I don't have the money now to go to this whole place. But if I got it, you get it, then you have to make a lot of money to make it bigger. You get it? So I decided my niche is small. 1 acre. I do everything I'm going to tell you on 1 acre. 1 acre like this. There's pigs, there's cows, there's goats. No, they're not good. There's fish, and there's what? Vegetables, chicken, matoke. Just on 1 acre. But what did I do? I make sure, and people are like, all those things are on 1 acre, and I'm like, yes. And actually, many people come to see if it's really true. And they even call, hello, I've arrived. 1 hour to be too full. Because they can't imagine. Just imagine after you advertising and people find out that the thing you are saying are wrong. They are not there. Is it Photoshop? Is it Photoshop people do go to and pick people's farms and then put? Okay? So pick a niche and concentrate on that niche. Okay? Be good at your game. Be good at your game. Let the people come and say, oh, why? I remember one time I was at a workshop. And then these guys, those media guys, like, can you speak? Then I started speaking. And then she's like, you are now your pig this in Kwaziko. Because I really talked about the big room. So how much time do I have?
No, that's not. I have a list. Only that translate that to Uganda statement.
Oh, the person said that understand people. Okay? And then, how do you be profitable? After I've decided now, I'm Mr. Ready, I have the knowledge, I have the right people, then now, you're going to make money, right? Now you start making money. Now some of us feel so sweet after you made the name. And then when people come, someone has stumbled all the way. Even if you have the knowledge, can you be courteous? So there's lady who called me, she was from Hawaii. No. You see, the University of Iowa. That University, Uganda matters. She was from that side. And then she came. Her husband works in UAU, somewhere abroad there, in Dubai. So the husband tells her, go to this lady. If you want to know anything about it, go to this lady. Then she's like, no, I don't feel like going. But the husband kept insisting, you go, she's the only person who will help you. So when she gets here, now she calls me. I'm very tough, by the way, if you call and you're just not taking your sweet time, eh? I'll tell you. So she tells me, I was so tough on phone. So she was like, eh. So she had an earlier experience with someone. So now they send her to me, and she thinks, then actually, my voice is big. So when I picked, she thought it was a man. She's like, the person you are sending it to is a man. No, she's a lady. Then she goes back, and I'm like, okay, please come, I'm in a meeting, but I'll call you later, blah, 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 blah. We finish. Then she later give her the appointment. So, you're not the only one, we are not, it means that all people really, we give appointments. You don't just come. Why do you just come? Why do you just come? You think because the stone pumps the peanut of soil, you're just there waiting for you to come and visit us? No. You could come when it's my resting time. You could come when I'm attending to kids. You get what I'm saying? So we need, when we say you make an appointment, this is the time we have ready to attend to you. Okay? So I gave her this time, she comes and she goes, I made jam. So remember, I told her, please keep tight. And then she comes, appointment was at 10, she comes in at midday. So when she comes in at midday, I told you I'm very particular with time. Especially if you didn't call, I'll just look at you like this and I'm like, but you. So depending again on how you phoned me, you get it, especially if you didn't call. So please, those of you who plan to go to people's farms, call even if the appointment is there. Call again to say, oh no, I'm late. You get it? So that the person again works around their program. Remember, by the time we decide to come for you or to attend to you, there's something to do. So, but if you inform this person, it is easy. The person shifts and then waits for you. So when she comes, and I'm like, okay, hello, how are you? She tells me, jam, blah, 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 blah. Then she tells me, I'm really tired. Then I'm like, okay, fine. I can't teach people who are hungry. So I gave her food. So later after we talked to, she's like, that's how she tells me that, oh, my husband pushed me, I didn't want to come, and I thought I'm going to find a very, very tough woman. But I'm very happy you've attended to me. Then she told me this experience, that earlier he attended another farm. That's why the story is that some of us think, or some of you when you become big, you think, hey, but you have made it. Then you start looking at people like this. In Uganda, Bali, in this, you have AT. In school, we used to call it, you have attitude. Now, so this person, she tells me, a lady, this way I don't know the farm. So the person comes and looks at her. Makes her sit somewhere and goes away. After a long time, she arrives at this person's farm at 11. Then the lady comes back and says, like, oh, you'll excuse us to our busy, you know you found us busy. In the first place, why did you even give an appointment anyway? You get it? Why did you give an appointment? Only if you get it. Don't you have enough people? Remember the knowledgeable people I talked about? Let those knowledgeable people then attend to her if you are busy. Someone has come all the way from that side, and then you feel because you arrived some time back, you think you have it all. No! Mind the people's time. Mind that other person's time. Even you farmers, when you are making phone calls, mind the person you are going to visit. Okay? I'm happy she was told that you're on appointment. Some of us actually chase you. You come and tell me, you see, I'm from Kabale, I'm like, you're from Kabale. By the time you travel all the way from Kabale, you should have had this now. Just why are you coming? You tell me that because you are from Kabale. So what? And you come at 6? I won't attend to you. You get it? But you still explain. Okay? So, mind people's time when they come to you. tend to them, be hospitable. Some of us mind the money so much. Yes, I'll give you knowledge. And some people call, 100,000, Gudie coach. What is there? I tell you it's knowledge. Then, depending on how I've attended to you, you might even give me because of how I've attended to you. And then we go ahead and ask, I will go an extra mile and ask, let me tell you something. If you recall, you actually came with your husband, if I remember. So she comes, it was a Sunday, we don't work on Sunday, but I don't know how I love Sunday. So she comes on a Sunday, yeah, and then we take her around. Then she asks, but don't you give us food? And I'm like, you still order for it, you make it. Then I think we gave you katunda. Yeah. And at that time, but you see, but when you call, so normally when people call, they ask, how much is to tell you? And then it's up to you to decide. So normally when we get people who are from far, we say, okay, yeah, it's this, but if you want, we can give you lunch, we can give you meals, we can give you something I forgot to tell you earlier when you're Mr. Ready. You have also those services as well. If you don't have, maybe you could start thinking about them. Now again, if you don't have them, don't go doing them because you could even do something wrong. How did I start serving people? People kept coming, is there a restaurant around? And I'm like, no, but we can send you to another restaurant. And then the restaurant we send people to started like they don't keep time. And I'm like, but wait a minute, what do they go to eat in the restaurant? Matoke, vegetables, and they have them here. So when you come on the package, the 100,000 is from again knowledge. But then we tell you, if you want, we shall give you lunch. You can eat lunch between this and this. You get it? We can give you breakfast between and this. We have ranges, 5,000, 20,000, depending on your pocket. For lunch, for breakfast. Then lunch is 10 to 20,000. You get it? Depending on what you want again. But we ask you, then you get closer and say, we didn't know, but you didn't tell us. Sometimes we ask you and you say, no. And then later the farm is so interesting, and you're like, hey, we are hungry. But we didn't plan for you, understand? So, in order to be profitable, think about that thing you're selling. It's knowledge, yes. But how do you package your knowledge? And always have something to sell. People have come for you for knowledge, but what else is on the farm that they can take? You get it? They can eat your food, or they can buy the vegetables, or they can do something and package them very well, okay? Be very welcoming, like I said. Be respectable and hospitable. Then as a sector, or before we go into sector, nowadays the beauty, I think, thanks to COVID, people never really understood online and social media. Then COVID came. You know, things come, it came with some good things, some bad things, people died and all, but then people really learned how to use internet properly. So, and I know some people actually who never went back to shops. Those who used to sell shops for clothes, they just put on what? Online. The same thing, you can put your farm online. Have a website. Have a website. And it's little money for the website, by the way. You just fear these things. Let me tell you something. You just fear them. It's little money, have a website, and put all the things you do on the farm there. Okay? Then people can come. Most of my clients find me on the internet, on the website. They book online. Those either have my phone and call. And we work on them. We don't know them, but they find us online. Some are referrals, of course. But 3/4 of them call and say, I go to number 9, I want tips. I go to number 9, and I come and study. I go to number 9, you get it? So, can you make sure, set yourself, this data, let the data not just go for, you're watching, what do they be watching? What do you be watching? Good is okay, but we know as you're watching Ronaldo, and I'm not a good person, so but who is Ronaldo? Those people, Ronaldo, what? Messi. As you're watching them, for them they're making money. Kakati, you, no one knows about your farm. You can't Messi, you know Messi. And his wife. The way you know Messi and his wife and your what is the way people should know about your garden or your farm or your business. Okay? It's the way those people should know about your business. It's okay to talk about them, but then other people also talk about you. Okay? Have this online presence and then let it be instant. People know I'm very busy, but they get surprised when I respond to their mails immediately. Even when you take off my phone, when you get a phone off me, you have taken my hands, you have taken my legs, and somehow my head. Because what is in my head I put on the phone, I use my, you get it. So you have really tied me underwear. So make sure you have your phone. Yes, WhatsApp sometimes you know how busy. Like now, if anyone sends me WhatsApp now, it will go down. You know, we belong to so many groups. But later when you call, but let it be like when people send you a message, respond instantly. If you are too busy, can you have a social media handler? Someone who can attend to your thing, okay? Have a social media handler. Someone who can update your website, who can attend to your thing, okay? As a sector, we have a lot to do. And I thank God this agro-tourism person is here. No, tourism. Now, tourism. You've marketed Uganda, especially when it comes to the gorilla, the parks. Yeah. And actually when you come out of the airport like this, there's a booth for tourism with backcloth, and even this cheating, the silverback is there waiting for us, the gorilla. Even each time I see it, I'm like, even yesterday I saw it, I'm like, But then, as I was thinking about this presentation, and I'm like, hey, look at these people. They don't even put anything like a pineapple. They don't even anything like a banana. So, sir, I'm very happy that you are here.
The ministry people are here.
Where are they? Please, if the backbone about Uganda is agriculture, put us there as well. And say, best pineapple, best banana. Because really, when whites come here, they say that I on my farm, I get German interns. So when they come, one of them, the first fruit I gave her was pineapple. She said, I'll never eat a pineapple in German. I'm like, what? They are so bad. They are not so. You get it? You guys, can you please advertise our pineapple? Advertise our sweet banana? They need them. Because those things are very nice. And at least those ones, we should have started. So that when someone comes and say, I'm going to see the big pie, I'll eat the very sweet banana, I'll eat the pineapple. You will see how our things keep going. So please, it wasn't there. I only do it this morning. So I know what I'm talking about. Can you put for us there? And then, again, can we be deliberate? There are countries, you see Rwanda at one time, it said it's Rwanda. And every human being went to Rwanda. Unfortunately, I don't have my presentation, I would have shown you these pictures. But since you are .com people, you can check. Now, this. Now, last year, Did you know, the tourism people know, that Dubai was the most visited country last year? But I'm sorry, but what is in Dubai? Apart from it being a desert. But they've capitalized on the sand. You get what I'm saying? They're like, okay, we're in a desert, what should we do with this desert? When you go there, they make you smile, you go desert safari. You move around. They even have games in the desert, you finish. Then in the desert, they show you, hey, you think it's a desert? They have this thing called what? Sunflowers, some garden there. And you look at it like, really? These guys. Then me, being a farmer, I also went to a farm. There's a berry farm called a berry farm. And that's like, I think God should beat Ugandans. He should literally beat us. We have everything, but nothing to show. Nothing to tell people. While people who are in the desert have a lot to tell us, really? So let's wake up and do something. Let's wake up and show people what we have. Let's wake up, and if you must grow, even if it's something small, let it be nice. Let that something small you do be very, very nice. Okay? Maybe those people have oil and have money. What do we have? Good weather, good soil, and smiling people. So why can't we, for us to have one, for us to have 3 smiling people, good weather, fresh water, oh, we have fresh water, good weather, good soil, and smiling people are very welcome. Brilliant. If we do those things, we shall be very rich in agritourism, and we shall be better people. I think I've said much. Later, I will send in my presentation for other things. Like I said, I was caught up, so I could not be able to do much. Thank you very much. Oh, I don't think I forgot, now that I'm here.
Yes.
On that 1 acre, we also have, the 1 acre is not on the school is not on 1 acre. The school is also on the website. I showed this to you. When I tell you do something, you do it, okay? Show people like this is what you do and do it well. We also have a school called MSc Junior School. It's a primary school with a bias for agriculture. We do the 3 things every African should know: time management, value of money, and the value of saving. As Ugandans, can we learn how to keep time? Let's learn how to keep time. Agro-tourism, because what is agro is farming. It's about farming, right? So farming is the greatest timekeeper. If the rains are started, right? Have they started? They are not fine. Things are changing. But okay, why do you start farming or preparing the land in March when the rains are coming? Prepare them early so that by the time they come, you are ready. Remember when I said this already? That's what the farm should be ready. Attend to the farm on time so that when the rains comes, so the issue is you have to keep time. And the farming is the greatest timekeeper. If you don't keep time, then you miss the rain. When a cow, I'll give you an example. If a cow went on heat today, and you don't serve her today, you're going to wait for another 21 days. Because that's the next time she will go on what? Eat. So you're going to lose production of 21 days. Okay? So it is very important. Let the other people pay to keep time. Let you people doing agritourism, let you people who are doing farmers keep time. When you keep time, everything will be okay. The sky is the limit. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Emma. Asante sana. Thank Thank you so much. Beautiful presentation, deep inside. 1 acre. Unlimited. 1 acre like this, you can see what is on it. There is no limit to it. Indeed, I believe, Doctor, we're even able to go on top and make even another acre on top of that because now there's vertical farming. So you shouldn't say my land is too small, my space, my soil. No, there's no excuse for us not to make money. So now I would like to invite questions. We had, okay, there's one more asking.
I got excited about talking about agritourism. About tourism, and I forgot to tell you just a simple way how we make money. Because like on that one, after I've done all this, now I'm just going to tell you how, in the smallness, that you have to be innovating. You get it? You have to be innovating. I told you I give pigs, but I decided that I'll make money from pigs. From every little bit of pigs. How? I sell the pork, okay? But before I sell the pork, I start making money from the pig the moment it's born. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? How? So every day this pig gives urine, okay? And gives you down. It's a little one that was born. And I tap the urine. And I used to the garden. I tap the dung. Before, with technology, before I was put in the garden. Now, before I can put the urine, the dung in the garden, I turn it and I make mangoes out of it. When I make mangoes out of it, because I forgot the profitability, you told me to tell you how to be profitable. So when I make mangoes out of it, I give this mangoes to the fish and the chicken. Now the fish takes 6 months to grow. Even the pig takes 6 months to grow. The chicken takes a month. That is broiler. Okay? So, as I'm waiting for the pig to grow in 6 months, I start saving money from the chicken to grow to feed the pigs. And of course, as you're eating, you also like you're growing, you also need to eat. You also need to eat whole. You eat well. When I came to Dr. Muda told me I look nice, I kept myself well. It is because of the things that I eat on the farm. Okay. Then the other, that is urine and it's dung. Okay? Then manure. Now after getting the money from, after getting the earthworm, the maggots, I introduced the same earthworms to the dung. And then I get fertilizer. I get the pesticide and the fertilizer. Urine from earthworms. So urine from earthworms is a product. Then when the earthworms play and eat onto the dung, that is humus. That is also a product. Okay? Meanwhile, the pigs are still growing. The 6 months haven't done what? Haven't elapsed. You get it? And if you want, like abroad, for them in China, did you know? There's this budget. Yeah. No problem. That we can have leather from pig skin. Leather from pig skin. No matter someone who holds the cover knife, it actually gives the pig leather. Then did you know that the shoe brush? Yes. Those hairs of the pig when they are cutting up, when they are like this, before we go to eat it, those hairs are very good as well. Now that I don't have the machinery, but I want to show you that you can still make money out of this pig. Then the fat also has from the fat. You can eat it before it's blood. You can eat it as the cooking oil. You can eat it as you can use it as cosmetics. You can use it as to make soap. There are so many things in pig. Huh? Don't worry. When we The end product is not the pig, it is the product. Okay? So all these are products you can make. So I'm not saying I'm not saying you can keep a pig if you want, yes. But think outside the box. You understand? Say, this is what I have. How can I make this thing better? With the cow-dung, I know you have cows. With the cow-dung, we use it for biogas. So now we use to cook, this business of cooking, manual fire, we cook, make the environment better. You use biogas. And there are simple things. It saves you from the soot or the thing. Fire. Yeah? And let me tell you something, especially women. Tell your husbands today when you go back, at least let the other things fail, but let them give you at least biogas. You know what it means to cook an egg, and you're making jamu, and you make the, what is it called? The security for 30 minutes, when you're going to cook the egg for 30 seconds, and yet you have cut the trees. When you cut the trees, agritourism won't be possible because people who are coming to see the big five will no longer be in nature. And those of us who have big land, can we also grow some trees so that these trees do three things? Keep the environment, shade, but also keep the ambience. Okay? Alright? So these are things you think through. We make beef, we make cheese, these are things. So look at your enterprise. After you look at your enterprise, say, how do I make money? Because not all the time farmers are going to give money to see your farm. But when they come, they should find these products to buy. Have you understood? After giving them the knowledge, they should also find these products to buy so that they go away happy. And also they leave you happy. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Yes, we need to be clean. If you're not clean, people will not come to visit you. Show what you have, people want to see it, they want to pay for it. Be visitor ready, make money. Dr. Emma, everything you have has made money and will make money. I think we have learned from that. From the soil to the urine, to just looking at the pig like this. So let us learn from this. Everything has a value and everything can earn you money. It's you to give the story, package it well as we have also learned. So any questions? We have had 4 speakers so far in this last round. We had Rashad. Rashad is right here, if you remember her. She gave us how she's doing it on the ground in Luengo. We also had Mr. Eno Chaza, who is an industry actor. We have M. Linza, she has left, but we can still ask questions in regard to, okay, just a second, in regard to how she has also been able to make money by being innovative. She said you go to her place and you eat until you can't eat anymore. Which other place in Uganda does that? I want to visit. I want to eat until I can eat no more. And then also, last but definitely not least, we have had Dr. Emma Naluima, founder and managing director of 1 Acre Unlimited, who has shown us really farming is unlimited. Don't say you don't have land, you have land, but how you package it, how you market it, how you present it in terms of cleanliness is what will give you money. Yes, before we start preparing your questions, please, I'm coming around to pick them. And as you give your question, please tell us who you're directing it to. You know, Mr. Endo has something to say.
Thank you, my Dr. Marima. Your story has been everywhere for 1 Acre, One Model, and the way you do your farm. I wanted to know the feedback from the clients. Just feedback. What for you? How do you feel with the feedback from your farm? And especially, I wanted also to tell you that when we were doing the representation, the Minister of Tourism people are here, and especially Mr. Deo. He called us for a meeting of all agro-tourism farms in overseeing you at the ministry. But the outcome is that Mr. Dale, the feelings I'm getting from the farms, it seems now ministry has to come and make a big step for us to move this thing of agro-tourism not to die from somewhere somehow. So I think you just need also to answer some of those things.
Thank you so much. That's one question. I want to take 3, then we have them all responded to.
Thank you so much. I am both Irene from Kumi, Lansara County, Agritourism Parish. My question goes to Dr. Wandari, 1 acre. I had part of package or sales of the product in a pig that I would like to know how I would collect this and pack to the level of marketing. Is the skin of a pig that as I'm slaughtering the pig and I'm cleaning the pig, how many pigs would I make to be able to sell this skin? And how do I pack it? If it cannot be 1 pig, how many pigs do I make? And how do I pack to make me have a good marketing? Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, what's happening in this district? You're there. Let me get the questions.
Thank you very much. Mongole, Lawrence, Italia District, Homoga Sub-County, and South Parish. Mine, I have 2 questions. One goes to Dr. Laluima, and the other one goes to the minister officials. To Doctor, you have clearly explained to us that with the pig, you can get the tank, get the urine, then you will get the power. Now, you slightly skip. I wish you had explained to us how, after you taking that down and then the urine, how do you do it in order to get those worms into the system. Explain to the lay person. Because these are lay farmers, direct from the village. Secondly, to our ministry officials, agro-tourism industry is something now which is slowly picking up in Uganda, and particularly when you look at these districts which are here. Most of them are coming from rural areas. They may not be understanding, as one of the lecturers gave it here, most people have been already understanding what agriculture is, but they have not been able to understand what tourism is. So the amalgamation of the two, that is agriculture and tourism, mainly confusing now the communities. So it is my humble appeal to the municipal officials that if it is possible, get time and resources, communities, explain to them, let them get to understand what is agriculture, what is tourism in depth. But a mere explaining it to us here today, we can attend this symposium today and we leave it here. A layman will just leave it here in the way or she has got it. But to understand in a proper way, it requires a lot of time, a lot of explanation. So our dear municipal officials, I think this is your advocate. This is where you are supposed to play your part, such that wananchi, as senior citizen of Uganda, comes to understand what it means by agro-industry tourism. Thank you.
Big clap. Thank you so much. Yes, can we let us have a reaction to these questions, and then I shall come on this side. In the meantime, allow me please to invite the ministry officials who opted to sit behind. Please, so that they can get fire these 4 questions next. Please come up front, the 2 chairs, the 2 tables here. Please feel free, you're part of us. Dr. Emma.
Yes, thank you very much. Where? Oh, okay. But I had 2. Yeah, I'm wasting time. I will bring it back, but the feedback is very good. Many of them is like, you start something, others start something. Those who have big money and big land, they still start something. The more I say copy and paste, some edit, some magnify, some, it really depends, okay? But I want to look for them here. Then, packaging. Now, I personally don't do anything with the skin. I was giving you an example that actually you can. Unfortunately, in the country right now, we don't have that machinery for using for the skin. But abroad, like in China and everything, the machinery is there. But now that, how I wish also Ministry of Trade, when she asked the question, I told Ministry of Trade, because this is their advocate now, they are here, they should help us. So can you help us pass that on when you sit in the ministry, counters and so you tell them, oh, by the way, they could be this business. They say leather for pigs is also very nice. So they can get that machinery, just like the machinery for cow. Because these things are there, the challenge is that people as a lay person may not be able to carry the machinery. But if we are supported, there's a lot we can do. So now, I can't tell you how much skin, but even if it's one skin, as long as that industry, if that industry was there or that machinery was there, you will still make money out of the skin. Then the gentleman, unfortunately today, was not about teaching about pigs or about this. But if you give me a chance, I'll give it a time, I can now start. I don't know if I can start, but it's something simple. When they're done, so we get simply, you get it down. I want that 2 types. So I won't give you the simple one because they are need a lot of science. So get your pig down. Get it and put it somewhere in a container or somewhere outside. Like when you carry it out, when you're cleaning, put it just out there. Flies will come and lay eggs to eat. Okay? So if you feel there are not enough flies, like today there won't be enough flies because today, when it's like this fly don't come. So then you cover. Then the next day you open it again. But if it's in a sunny day when you see there are many flies, just cover. Wait for 4 to 5 days. When you open it, you'll get very nice maggots. Salt them, give them to your chickens. Then get that dam. That's where you go in the maggots from. Add atoms. So you want to know how to get atoms? Just come to me with 85,000. I said the 85,000. So after this symposium, not today, but when you are going back to your district, give me a call. We get 85,000. You don't even need to come. I will send it here. And then you go. But if you want, you can come in and show you all the other process. It's not from here. Then the urine still, there's a lot of topics. I will ask how maybe after lunch or during lunch, as you are going up, there's a video of 156. It should be around here. You can correct on the neck. There's a video there saying making profit from 1 acre. It's a video about 6 minutes that shows what we do. Somewhere, we shall find it. I can give you a link. Already it's not on the website. Then Yeah, that's all.
Thank you so much. I invite the Mr. Bishop for the second question. Yes, very welcome.
Thank you very much. And thank you very much for this opportunity to address this symposium. Mr. Butaza, regarding the ministry efforts in promoting agritourism, let me take you back. Before 2020, that's before the pandemic, the ministry had embarked on promoting agritourism in a bit diversified the tourism products. In fact, we did a study across the country in trying to classify the agritourism products, trying to also see the gaps that needed to be addressed before this product would be launched. Those are some of the products that the commissioner was, those are some of the gaps that the commissioner was pointing out, some such as training, such as equipment, infrastructure, and the like. But unfortunately, we had the pandemic. So the program agritourism was abruptly halted due to no fault of the government. But last year, we reopened that program. We started with the meeting we had at the ministry with the agritourism practitioners, and it was a basic conceptualization meeting because there were a few. There were around 12 practitioners across the country to see how we could revive the efforts. In terms of marketing as well, the Agritourism Board right now has a mapping exercise that they are conducting across the region to map the agritourism institutions, the agritourism farms that can be part of a larger government program to promote this product. So as we speak right now, plans are already underway, and even in the national development plan at the moment, agro-tourism is one of those products that have to be promoted in a bid to achieve the tenfold growth. So plans are underway. We started with the meeting at the ministry. UTP is doing the mapping exercise, and when they are done with that, we will now have the next interaction with the agritourism practitioners to see how we can package and promote the product. So those efforts are underway.
Thank you so much. We have questions this time? From the background. Our last is agritourism. I have a seat. Have lunch. Okay, questions will be after lunch. Please keep them. Very good questions. Thank you so much for your response. We have a skit. Stay. The skit team, please come. We have learned quite a lot today, and I hope it is going to translate into growth. As the people with the skit come to present, please keep your questions, don't let them be. I just want to see if these people are around. Ukenya? Kumi? Alisa? Serewe? Very good. So you're still around and you're still awake. I appreciate that. Ipupete, yes? Yoga. Okay, let us get ready. Prepare your ears. Bring out your recording instruments. It's going to be a beautiful session.
Mami, welcome back.
I hope you're not telling me very different stories of
Sure, Mami, I've been waiting for you. You can have a seat. Oh. So how was the party? Okay, that's good. So Mami, I've been waiting for you. As you know that we are going to start school very soon. First in my last term's performance report card. You didn't give it time, whereas that gave it time.
I have to reach the report. You see how I performed in geography, you can see. But my performance in agriculture is not so good. You can see. Maybe because we don't have gardens.
Okay, Mami, also I was reading through the curriculum for the next term. We have 2 trips. One is the science trip.
Oh, I cannot
Another one is the agriculture trip.
So happy. I'm from Gudie Leisure.
Oh, welcome. Welcome back. Oh, how are you, dear? Oh, you look good. One day, what did you eat? That's what you
ate at Gudie Leisure Farm.
Really?
I'm not going to tell you about our trip. Mommy, we thought we were going to see other things, but they took us to a farm.
a farm.
Yes. Yes. No. Go to dig. We went to lab. Do you know when we reached there? They showed us at the gate. That place was very big. We learned about many things. Do you want to know?
200 acres, about 200 miles from Kampala, maybe. No, because they took us really near Kampala.
No, it's not far. It's about 30 minutes from school. Yes. So when we reached there, they took us to many places. We went to a place called the Cow. Do you know what a place is now?
Feeds for. So you were feeding there?
No. We're not feeding money. They took us to a feed mill, and in the feed mill, they teach us or they showed us machines of how they make feed for pigs, for fish, and for poultry. And those feed are being done there, so they showed us the very many machines that are there. There was a huller, there was a pelletizer, and all those machines, we saw them when they were working.
So they actually make food for all kinds of animals.
Yes.
Mami
even have a business proposal for you, but let me first tell you about my trip. After a feed meal, but do you know that you can begin a business, feeds? But I'll tell you about it. Yes.
Yeah, the results of that trip.
Then we went to the poultry. The chicks are very many, and they are very, very nice. So they told us, first of all, you can start a business with 100 chicks.
100 chickens?
Yes. So you can start a business with 100 chickens. We saw how they take care of the chicken, how to clean. They even showed us how to vaccinate the chicken. From there, then we went to go and see pigs. Mommy, I have not that big. They are so big, and they told us those pigs are big because they are improved breeds. They did what at Bishop insemination. Mommy, I also don't think they're going to teach you that you don't.
Oh, this whole matter of just injecting female pigs instead of having them mounted by male pigs.
Mommy, we are going to go to our farm and we see. I need to take you there. So from there, we went to the fish section. In the fish, we saw very many types and parts of the fish. They showed us that you can do so many things with fish alone, but also that you can start your aquaculture in just a small area, even when you have a pond. So we saw that as well, and they even showed us how to fish.
Is it only pond?
It's a small area. The small area, you don't have to have a lake for it to start. They have what we call shared facility. So you can even rear your fish there when we are living here in the flats.
Mommy, I need to start a fish farming in that place. They have a shared facility.
Yes.
Mommy, when daddy comes, I have to make sure I visit there also, man.
Yes. After the fish, then we went to where they make condiments. Do you know what condiments are? Let me show you. Mommy, the pocket money that you gave me, even Auntie Bon gave me more pocket money. I bought, instead of buying snacks this time, I bought
photos, because some of the money was for photos.
No, Mommy, I need to start doing business. So I bought rosemary, then there's this tea spice, Gudie tea spice. You can put in our these things over 32 without spices. Mommy, they should store
tea spice. Daddy loves tea spice.
Yes, when he comes back from abroad, he will give us.
Instead of using the money to buy chips, to take photos, you even shop.
Yes, Mommy, I did. So I bought spices, but then we went to the food section. Because it's a white meat farm, they only do chicken, fish, and pork. But they showed us how to make sausages, and they told us that the man you gave me wasn't enough, but they showed us how to make sausages. We saw them eating sausages, the chicken sausages. The machinery is all there, and they're able to make it. But what was interesting, Mommy, after that, we ate the warm. Mommy always cook for us once in a while, but then they gave us a pot of the warm.
This farm does not just grow the birds, the animals, they go and just cook.
Yes, they do. So we ate luongo, or chicken, or fish. Yes, Mommy, and they think that because they also teach how to cook, but not only how to cook, even when they were making eggs, because they gave us umbrellas to eat as well. The eggs, they do not throw them away. They use them for making tiles. Yes, we had a section where they were teaching us waste to wealth, and they showed us how you make tiles from eggshells. They showed us how you can make briquettes instead of using charcoal. You see, Mommy, now for us to live in town, we shouldn't be using charcoal.
The smoke. You say they make what?
Briquettes.
Mommy, I will not do any more briquettes here from GLA.
If I have a problem, I would like to
No, he will still continue, but this time it will be cooking smokeless. He will not have to deal with all these things. So you do not have to waste anything at all.
You have bottles, plastic bottles and what?
Mommy, we are going to go and learn about that again. I want you to take us there again. But now from there we went and we saw very many. There was a section called the museum. And in the museum, they collect all what did they say it was? Artifacts from all the regions of Uganda. So you can find things from Teso, and not only from Teso, but specific things made from celery, how they cook, what they wear. So you're able to visit while you're on a farm still. You're learning agriculture, but you're also learning how to integrate that. They showed us very many things for dancing. I want to join a dancing team now.
All these the little money they charge us stuff.
Yes.
Just 6,000.
Yes.
How much do they pay for you? You check that.
Mommy, I'm going to bring you that.
How much do they pay at the farm?
They only pay
subsidy. How much do they pay at that farm?
50,000.
Only 50?
For the students. So, Mommy, but you need to tell the other ladies in
no, the other ladies, but you see here in Kororo where we live, there is something else. They are also, I have interacted with about 3 families. The parents just died with new dreams of retiring with their farm or like farms, big farms, and I realized that the youth they left behind had not been initiated into farming. They are abroad where they want to take along the legacy of their parents. Maybe that farm will also be a good one for that kind of life.
Mommy, now, After reading this chapter, and there is an agriculture tour for my school. How are you going to convince the teachers? I also want to visit the same place.
She just said it is a long term. And I think every school wants to say, Mate, why go all the way to, I don't know, Gudie or wherever the farm right in Pakistan, Nigeria. So I'm going to talk to your school, and I think this should be I'm going to talk to many parents so we can all go and put on our school platform, parents platform, that this is the farm where I want our children to go.
Okay, that's good. I think you should tell the head teacher that this is a very, very good place for us to visit as T5 students. We need to learn.
Great.
Especially, take that is spice. Mommy, keep that is important for you.
As far as recommended this particular project.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. A very big clap to Gudie Leisure Farm staff. Those are staff members, all of them. Yes, we appreciate very much what Gudie Leisure Farm is doing, and we hope to translate this. It is now time for the stomachs to get happy as well. The word is not love. This is my word, it has disappeared. Inyamat. It's time for Inyamat. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go down there. Kindly carry your chair with you. Just take your chair with you, we go down, and we have another nice session of lunch. After that, your questions will still be welcome. Thank you, everybody, but a big clap for the Gudie team. Asante sana. Appreciate it.
Depois do mês vai isso aqui. Now I was well, I just because it's wrong. Yeah. Enjoyed it. Now the people there for the wedding will take again. Pili wakule, jeli majani. Wakule, jeli majani. But it's nice. Yeah. Maybe now, learn to be first vegan now.
You need one of them.
Saying anything, yeah. You're connected to something what's this? Oh my god, you're gonna so be cute.